In this video I'm going to give a brief introduction to Questionmine. Questionmine is a software that allows you to create surveys, quizzes, interactive video surveys, and webinars. This first example is a video survey, and the concept behind a video survey is making a video truly interactive. So while a video is playing, you're able to have questions come in the video, and then based upon a user's answers, you can respond to them in a number of different ways. The answers to questions serve almost as a trigger that can fire off any follow-up action. For example, if someone answered that they were most interested in product A versus product C, the question said, which of the following are you most interested in, A, B, C, D? You can run them into a follow-up sequence for product A as opposed to product C. So the concept behind Questionmine is you're able to truly interact with your audience during a video. So this example is a video survey. Dustin Matthews and Dan Kennedy, they have this book that is the beginning of their sales funnel. It's the ultimate success secret. And then instead of just selling the book, they want to give an incentive to someone to take a video survey where they can collect a little bit more information and then upsell them into much higher priced items and programs. So the book is just the beginning of the sales funnel, but really what they wanted is use the book as a lead-in to have true interactivity with their audience. So tell us a little bit about yourself in this 5-question video survey and get 30% off your copy. So I'll go ahead and hit Take Survey now. You can see in this example, questions come in here on the right-hand side. I'm going to pause right here for a second and talk about the functionality that's going on. The questions here are coming in on the right hand side, and the questions are timed to specific times within the video. So you could say, I want my question to come in at 30 seconds into the video, and I want that question to continue within the video or while the video is playing for another 30 seconds, and then I want it to pause if someone hasn't answered. Or you could say, I want my question to pause immediately. As soon as the question comes up, I want the video to pause and wait for them to answer. So it could be a person talking here that says, hey, I've got a quick question for you. Go ahead and answer the question, and then we'll continue. Question comes up, video pauses, then it continues. You can set that up however you want to have the questions interact with the video. Also, really important to point out is based on the answer. So if I say, for example, I feel like poor time management is holding me back from my ultimate success, it applies to this example here. If they have a program or a product or a course that help me to have better time management, based on my answer, not only is that data collected in the database, but it's also used as a trigger to fire off any number of follow-up sequences. So I could get a follow-up email or series of emails that's going to upsell me into a time management course. Also, with that trigger capability, you could take a combination of answers. So if someone answered question 1A, question 2B, and question 3C, if that's the ideal customer, you can take that combination of answers and run follow-up off of that combination of answers. So the possibilities are really endless. This allows you to really get to know someone as they're answering these questions and then respond to them based on their answers, so that the message that you give them is really catered to them and their situation. So another example of this is, as I mentioned, the video survey with the questions on the side. Another example is with video surveys, you can have the questions overlaid on top of the video. So here on this site, Automate to Activate, this is Mike Weiss. He's an online marketer, and he does a lot of online videos and online webinars, and he's using this video to drive people to a webinar registration. And this was a free piece of content, a free content video that he was giving out, and he's asking questions during this video, getting to know his audience. So go ahead and push play.
Hi, I'm Michael Weiss, and I was one of the 4 finalists at FusionCon's 2012 Internet Marketer of the Year Award. I'm very fortunate to have been awarded in that position. Now, I'm also the founder of Internet Sales Experts, and you and I are looking at each other right now on Automate to Activate. Automate to Activate is a philosophy, and it's a...
So I'm going to pause right there for just 1 minute. You could see in this example how the question was overlaid on top of the video as it came in. That's another option that you have as far as question placement. You can have it overlaid in a transparent overlay. You can have the questions to the side as we saw before. You can also put the questions below the video. That's up to you as how you want to set that up. You can include any buttons within the video that you wish, any call to action buttons. So if you want to have someone be able to click a button within your video that says add to cart or purchase now, or in this case register for webinar, you can include any button in the video that you want. So I'm going to hit register for webinar, and it's going to take me to a page where I can register for this webinar on a specific date and time. So I'd be able to select my date and time, and then put in my information and sign up for that specific webinar. And that is a functionality as well that's part of Questionmine. So we have the interactive video, the questions, the call to action buttons, all of that's included in Questionmine, as well as the webinar piece where you can actually set your webinars to run at specific dates and times, and people can go and watch, and you can collect information from them using those questions in that case as well. Another use case for this is you can put it on a Facebook fan page. Again, the same kind of thing as we just looked at, as the questions were overlaid in the video, but you could put it on your Facebook fan page.
Details of my brand new, groundbreaking course. I'm so excited about it. It's called Extreme Fan-Based Growth, 21 Insanely Effective Ways.
So in this example, again, the questions are overlaid on top of the video.
Fantastic special for you, so stick around for that.
I wanted to show another quick use case of the video survey. In this example, Jeremy Shapiro, he used GoToWebinar to record a live webinar. He did a live mastermind call in April with several of his clients, and then after he recorded that, he wanted to show a replay to people who couldn't make it. There were people that couldn't make it to the webinar, and he wanted to just send the replay. He didn't want them to have to register for a specific date and time. You have that capability within Questionmine where you can have them register for the specific date and time, the whole automated webinar system. But sometimes you just want to send your webinar out as a recording and say, hey, here's the replay. If you missed it, you can watch it now. And that's what Jeremy wanted to do here. But during the live webinar, he had asked 5 kind of poll questions using GoToWebinar's polling feature, where people can actually answer questions live during the GoToWebinar. Now, if he had just sent out the video and then said, "Hey, go watch this," people wouldn't be able to answer those questions without the help of Questionmine. So what he did is he recorded his webinar using GoToWebinar, and then he uploaded it into the Questionmine system, and then sent it out to his list using Questionmine. So in this email here, you can see, we recorded Wednesday's first ever mastermind call and just posted it up and online. When I click on this, it's gonna take me to the mastermind call. I've got that open in my next screen, and it's gonna bring me to this screen where the mastermind call recording is. And his first question comes in here. In just a second. I've moved forward to the correct spot so you can see the question coming in, but I wanted to show how that would work.
So I'm going to use that throughout just to kind of get a rough feel for, different things. So I'm curious, by show of hands, who's gone ahead and used the new action set functionality so far? Go ahead and click the hand raise button if you've had a chance to use the.
So you can see there in GoToWebinar, he said use the hand raising feature of GoToWebinar to answer this question if you've started using action sets within FuseDesk. And so as in the recording, I can't use that little hand raise feature, but with Questionmine, I can now answer that question. So I'm going to say, yes, I'm using the action set feature within FuseDesk, and then I can continue. Now he's collecting all of this information from me just like he would on the live webinar, but now he can on the recording of that. So he can see now attached to my Infusionsoft contact record, he can see that I am using action sets as well as the answers to all of the other questions in this webinar recording. Questionmine also has non-video surveys. The video is definitely the highlight, the interactive video, but you have the ability to do any survey, any quiz that you would find on other survey softwares. You have that ability to do within Questionmine, but in addition to this just being a survey, you could have, based on someone's answers, again, that answer can fire off any number of follow-up campaigns. So there's a quick rundown of Questionmine. If you have any questions, feel free to email support@questionmine.com.